Do you look better in orange or garnet? Or which mascot best represents you, a fierce tiger or a lame gamecock? Well, by the end of the speech, you'll realize instantly why you look better in orange and roar loud like a tiger. In the search for a great college, you all have the same goal in mind, to receive a great education in addition to possibly winning some varsity national championships. For both of these reasons, Clemson dominates over USC. Today, I would like to express to you how much better Clemson University is as a school academically, athletically, and physically compared to the University of South Carolina. I'll begin telling you the importance of the great academics provided at Clemson. Clemson is a more rigorous school to get into. According to Naviance, a website designed to help narrow down your college search, people who are more academically inclined in high school will attend Clemson. Whereas a 3.4 could get you into USC, Clemson looks for students to receive around a 3.7. SAT and ACT scores are also a factor admissions pay close attention to. USC admissions accept SAT scores over 100 points lower than Clemson in addition to 3 points lower in the ACTs. While these data points show numerically how Clemson is a harder school to get into, it also shows acceptance rates are higher at USC, which means Clemson is more strict into what student they will accept. For example, while 9 out of 14 students get accepted to USC, 11 out of 12 will receive admission to Clemson. Clemson looks to select about 55% of people who applied, whereas USC had accepted about 70%. And this is because Clemson looks for the finest people to study at Clemson, and therefore are more selective. In addition, South Carolina's radio network reports that Clemson is the best public university in South Carolina and is ranked 61st in the country in comparison to USC's ranking of 110th. Athletically, Clemson is more advanced than the University of South Carolina as well. Clemson Athletics has a long list of principles they strictly follow in order for their athletic department to be so successful. They are truly interested in the student athlete and not just the athlete. Though they do find a top line of recruits for all different kinds of sports, especially exemplified by the 2011 recruited class for football, they find athletes who can efficiently compete on the field and in the classroom. Clemson provides better, top-of-the-line facilities for the student athletes. For example, rowing houses, golf courses, football arenas, soccer fields are not quite at the same level at USC. This is possible from the alumni and other die-hard committed Clemson fans. More money rented views from the strong affiliation with alumni here at Clemson, and therefore creates a stronger sponsorship with Nike, Under Armour, Gatorade, and Russell, which allows athletics to strive and enhance themselves with more money to invest on different aspects of different sports. In addition, more professional athletes come out to continue their sports from Clemson University rather than USC. Some examples would be Brian Dawkins, Oguchu Aniyu, CJ Spiller, and Lucas Glover. Big names like these are not often straight out of USC. The physical factors of Clemson also preside over USC. Not only is the color orange better and brighter than garnet, but the mascot is also more intimidating and fierce. The tiger represents the assertive and aggressive, in a good way, type of people who attend Clemson. They look for their best and accomplish it to the fullest, whether it be studying psych and Daniel or playing soccer on rigs. Clemson is also considered a medium-sized school with 16,000 undergrad, whereas USC holds about 22,000 undergraduates. Even though both of these numbers seem big, it is so more than apparent how much closer the students at Clemson are to one another. The 16,000 students are a close knit of students in which create a small town feeling. USC, however, is more like a small city, more prone to violence. In fact, according to Forbes, Clemson students seem to be more happy than USC students, and the atmosphere is definitely the reason. Though some may argue that Columbia is a city with more to do, students from Clemson and people who visit Clemson say that it feels more like a college and with a safer environment and still plenty to do. Team spirit is also a big key to success for happiness at Clemson, something USC wouldn't understand. Solid orange on Fridays is just one example of this statement. The historic buildings and objects such as Tillman and Howard's Rock are what truly set Clemson aside. Here at Clemson, the buildings all represent people who are strongly affiliated with the school, once again representing the strong tie to alumni, something that is missing from USC. Overall, you can see how the academics, athletics, and physical being of Clemson reign over USC. Now, do you want to be part of the closest family consisting of over 87,000 people? Who wouldn't? Next time you go to put on a shirt, choose orange. Not only will you look best in it, but you will be representing the great Clemson University, in which enables opportunities upon opportunities for all different types of students, whether it be student athletes or well-skilled engineers. Academically, athletically, and physically, sources upon sources show how committed Clemson is to being the best, especially over South Carolina. So enroll here today. You will not be disappointed.